Johnson County Executive Tower Information Hotel Special Observation 2304 Zulu, wind 340 at 12, gust 22, visibility 10, thunderstorm, sky condition few 3100, ceiling 6500 broken, temperature 2.21, altimeter 2992, remark peak wind 31026 at 2254 Zulu. Visual approach in use landing departing runway 36, hazardous weather information for Kansas and Missouri available on flight service frequency. Advise initial contact information, hotel.
Executive ground, good evening. Malibu 515 Delta Mike information, hotel looking to pick up IFR clearance to Hotel Oscar Tango.
November 515 Delta Mike Executive ground, you're cleared to Hotel Oscar Tango as filed. On departure maintain 3000, expect 19,000, I'm sorry, flight level 190, 10 minutes after departure. Kansas City departure frequency 118.9er, squawk 1133.
Malibu 515 Delta Mike is cleared as filed on departure. Climb maintain 3000, expect flight level 190 in 10 minutes, departure is 18.9, squawk 1133 for Malibu 515 Delta Mike.
November 5 Delta Mike, reback correct.
In ground, Malibu 515 Delta Mike is coming out on Delta out of Meads Aviation, ready to taxi, sir.
November 5 Delta Mike, roger, runway 36, taxi via Delta Bravo and hold short runway 36.
Runway 36 via Delta Bravo, hold short 36 for 515 Delta Mike.
And over 5 Delta Mike, and cross runway 36, taxi Bravo, continue via Juliet Alpha.
Cross 36 and then continue via Juliet Alpha for 515 Delta Mike, thanks. Entire Malibu 515 Delta Mike is holding short of 36, we're ready to go, sir. We're ready to go, sir, 515 Delta Mike.
November 5 Delta Mike, runway 36, cleared for takeoff. On departure, turn right heading 070.
Clear for takeoff, on departure, right turn 070 for 515 Delta Mike. All right. Fuel pump's coming on. We are full. All right, 36 verifies. We are all green.
November 5 Delta Mike, contact departure, good day.
Over to departure for 515 Delta Mike, good day.
Good visual, stay with you, 0 Charlie Mike.
515 Delta Mike, you on?
Yes, sir, 515 Delta Mike, 1900 070 on the heading.
515 Delta Mike, cancel departure, IDEN, climb and maintain 15,000.
IDEN and up to 15,000 for 515 Delta Mike.
340 Charlie Mike, radar services terminated, contact executive tower 126.0.
Fair 515 Delta Mike, IDEN's radar contact 5 miles northeast, Johnson County, climb maintain 15,000, turn right heading 150.
15,000 and right turn 150 for 515 Delta Mike.
Verified Delta Mike. That heading should keep you north of any heavy to extreme precipitation. There's a cell light to moderate at your about 1 o'clock and 6 miles. Just advise if you need to deviate a little more to the left.
Roger, 515 Delta Mike. And Center 515 Delta Mike, I think we'll take about 20 to the left for now.
Verified Delta Mike, Roger, turn 20 degrees left.
20 to the left for 515 Delta Mike, thanks. And Center 515 Delta Mike, could we request a heading of 110? I think we'll be out of this build-up ahead and a few miles on a 110 heading.
Verified Delta Mike, Roger, flighting 110. Amend altitude, maintain 11,000 as well.
110 and 11,000 for 515 Delta Mike.
November 5 Delta Mike, on that heading, contact Kansas City Center on 135.57.
3557 for 515 Delta Mike, good night. Kansas City Center, good evening, Malibu 515 Delta Mike, 7,200 for 11,110 on the heading for weather.
515 Delta Mike, Kansas City Center, Roger. Deviation is left course crew, direct to your destination when able. Supervise and direct.
515 Delta Mike. And Kansas City Center, Malibu 515 Delta Mike is direct destination now.
November 515 Delta Mike, Roger, thank you. 515 Delta Mike, climb maintain 13,000.
Up to 13,000 now for 515 Delta Mike.
515 Delta Mike, climb maintain 190.
Up to 190 now for 515 Delta Mike, thanks.
515 Delta Mike, contact Kansas City Center now 128.6.
28.6 for 515 Delta Mike, good night.
Delta 2128, contact Kansas City Center 127.62.
2762, Delta 2128.
Kansas City Center, good evening, Malibu 515 Delta Mike, flight level 190.
November 515 Delta Mike, Kansas City Center, welcome. November 515 Delta Mike, contact Memphis Center 126.1.
26.1 for 515 Delta Mike, good night. Memphis Center, good evening, Malibu 515 Delta Mike, flight level 190.
Number 515 Delta Mike, Memphis Center. I'm advising you have the hot springs weather NOTAM, so I'll be working you in today, or someone here will be.
Roger, we'll pick it up and advise when I have the weather for 515 Delta Mike. More than likely going to request vectors for the ILS 5, but we'll get the weather and get back to you.
Okay, Roger.
For 515 Delta Mike, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000, Russellville, altimeter 2996.
96, PD down to 16,000 for 515 Delta Mike, thanks.
And 515 Delta Mike, change to my other frequency on 128.47.
And 515 Delta Mike is on 2847 now.
For 515 Delta Mike, Roger, thank you. For 515 Delta Mike, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 7,000 and Hot Springs, altimeter 2999er.
2999er, PD down to 7,000 now for 515 Delta Mike.
For 515 Delta Mike, if you want, I can read the weather on frequency for you at Hot Springs.
We just got the ADSB weather, sir. We'll look for the visual for 515 Delta Mike.
For 515 Delta Mike, Roger, plan the visual approach.
515 Delta Mike, thanks.
For 515 Delta Mike, VFR traffic I'm not talking to is now your 1 o'clock and 15 miles south-southeast bound. VFR traffic at 6,000, type unknown.
Roger, 515 Delta Mike, we're looking. He's at 6,000, we're descending to 7.
For 515 Delta Mike, I'm in the altitude for now, maintain 7,500.
7,500 for 515 Delta Mike.
For 515 Delta Mike, that VFR traffic now 1 o'clock, about 10 miles southeast bound at 6,700 now.
Roger, yeah, we're still looking a bit hazy out there. We're looking 515 Delta Mike.
515 Delta Mike, Roger. They keep climbing. Just amend your altitude for now. Maintain 8,000. You're going to pass behind by about 2 or 3 miles out there.
Roger, we'll maintain 8,000 for 515 Delta Mike.
For 515 Delta Mike, IFR traffic. I'm talking to now. 12 o'clock, 8 miles southwest, bound to Mooney at 6,000, lower in about 2 minutes now.
Roger, 515 Delta Mike.
For 515 Delta Mike, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 4,000.
PD down to 4,000 now for 515 Delta Mike.
For 514 Delta Golf, which runway are you guys planning on using? Just curious, I have one more airplane inbound after you guys.
4 Delta Golf, we'll be using 23.
Yeah. For 515 Delta Mike, have some traffic going into Hot Springs right now, IFR. They're about 13 miles to the east of the field. They're going to plan on runway 23, just be advised.
Roger, 515 Delta Mike, we'll do the same.
For 515 Delta Mike, I'll get you lower when I can. I just have a Skyhawk right now inbound for Hot Springs, 10 miles east of the field, just waiting for them to cancel there at 3,000 right now. Looks like it's going to be pretty decent spacing though at the field, probably 6 miles or so.
Roger, we'll report the field inside as soon as I have it, and we'll cancel if he's still airborne for 515 Delta Mike.
Okay, we'll plan on that. Hot Springs now currently 12 o'clock and 26 miles for you.
Roger, we're looking for 515 Delta Mike.
514 Delta Golf cancels IFR.
514 Delta Golf, Roger. Thank you. IFR cancellation received. And Squawk VFR, you guys have a good night.
4 Delta Golf, good night.
For 515 Delta Mike, you guys don't have to cancel if you don't want to there, but the IFR inbound did just cancel their IFR, their VFR into the field now, and they're currently about 8.5 miles to the east of Hot Springs, flying up for 23.
Roger, 515 Delta Mike, thanks.
For 515 Delta Mike, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 3,500.
PD down to 3,500 for 515 Delta Mike.
For 515 Delta Mike, I'll have lower than 3,500 for you guys here in about 4 minutes now.
Roger, 515 Delta Mike.
And 5 Delta Mike, that Skyline now on a 4-mile final for 23.
515 Delta Mike, thanks. Okay, I got it. And Center 515 Delta Mike, we got the field inside now, sir. We can cancel.
For 515 Delta Mike, roger that. IFR cancellation received. Squawk VFR, you guys have a good night. That's Skyhawk now. 2.5 mile final. Take care.
Yep, I got a visual on him. Thanks for your help. We're squawking VFR for 515 Delta Mike. Good night. Hot Springs traffic, Malibu 515 Delta Mike is 10 to the north now, planning on overflying the field at 2,000 to join the left downwind for runway 23, full stop, Hot Springs. Hot Springs traffic, Malibu 515 Delta Mike is 5 to the north now, planning on overflying the field at 2,000 to join the left downwind for runway 23, Hot Springs. Hot Springs traffic, Malibu 515 Delta Mike is turning left downwind for runway 23, full stop, Hot Springs. Alright, 3 green, no red, flaps to go. Hot Springs traffic, Malibu 515 Delta Mike turning left base for 23 Hot Springs. Final is clear.
southwest traffic. Helicopter 6115 Alpha 4, Southern helicopter level 1500. Going to be 8 to the northwest, transitioning to the south. Top low.
And Hot Springs traffic, Malibu 515 Delta Mike is turning final for runway 23, full stop Hot Springs. Alright, final is clear. 23 clear to land, speed checks.
Caution, obstacle. Caution, obstacle.
Alright, we're looking good.
500.
Alright, 3 green, no red, flaps full, clear to land, speed checks. Clear to land, 3 green, no red, 85 over the numbers. Hot Springs traffic, Malibu 515 Delta Mike is clear, taxiing to the FBO, Hot Springs. Alright, get rid of the flaps. Landing lights can come off.